What's up, guys? I'm Jermaine Seagears. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I manifested defeating cancer mentally, the experience of defeating cancer mentally, and how I overcame defeating cancer mentally to bring it to physical form, to be in remission, no signs of cancer, and living with more purpose and being aware of my spiritual power. My mindset and thinking patterns to defeat cancer was first not allowing the word, the definition, that meaning to exist ever in my mind, in my spirit, and to protect my mind by only believing that I am healthy, I am abundant, I am overflowing, I'm prosperous, and everything that's happening to me is God ordained for me to be greater and to serve directly my purpose. So my mindset was always being optimistic and making sure everything that went through my body, the vibrations, was love, was being grateful, and growing into my greater spiritual being. How did the manifestation experience come to you? What valuable insight did you gain? The manifestation and the insight I gained was always about how to create that energy, that emotional connection, how to have strong conviction every day while I was in the hospital. So I would wake up, I would visualize my day. How does cancer look when I defeat it? What does it look like? What does it sound like when you defeat cancer? What colors represent beating cancer? And bring that joy, bring that love into my heart, bring the foundation of everything that it felt like, it looked like, it sounded like to defeat cancer, and be that every day. Sometimes I would cry because I was so happy and joyous that I defeated cancer. I would laugh and laugh about the fact that the cancer has been defeated. So the mental aspect was being what I wanted to exist in physical form, because being cancer-free existed in my mind with all kinds of emotions. What was your mindset thinking patterns towards the situation? My mindset and patterns towards defeating cancer was all about being consistent in my conviction and my faith, to believe wholeheartedly that I was already cancer-free in my mind. And my whole focus was to make every day about bringing the emotional connection to physical form. So sometimes I would cry about defeating cancer. I would sing about defeating cancer. I would laugh about defeating cancer. I would be so happy and read my affirmation about how healthy I am, so those vibrations can go through my body. I would listen to music that recognized me as a winner of defeating cancer. I would think about the colors of what it looks like to defeat cancer. Everything was about defeating cancer every day. Was already becoming a reality because my energy and vibrations, that's the only thing it embraced every day. I would meditate in the hospital bed. I would cry out loud and be so happy that God and the universe have healed me. So it was a transformation with my being aware of me defeating cancer mentally, right, spiritually, with my heart, my love, and my body would feel that vibration, and I would no longer be a victim but be a victor. What was a pivotal point in your thinking that led you to thinking differently? A pivotal point in my thinking was a quote by a man named Earl Nightingale. He said, "We become what we think." And I think that's so powerful, because all the thoughts that are in your mind, you can control it and say, this is true or this is an error. And every time I thought about being healed, being abundant, being happy, that's what I became. Anything about sick, unhealthy, depressed, sad, that's an error. And I would immediately cancel those thoughts out from my mind. So I was filtering my thoughts to only bring me joy and bring me full of abundance in my life. How did you manifest the experience come to you? What valuable insight did you gain? The manifestation came to me by constantly believing it, thinking it, praying over it, having strong conviction over it. And I think when you have strong conviction, the universe, your mind, your spirit feels that energy. And I never allowed myself to be low and sad and depressed. I always found something to be grateful for. So every day I will just be more present. Be more present in where I'm at in my life. And that's the only thing that matters. And being grateful for the people that are in my life, like the nurses and doctors, and being so happy that every step of this journey, I will have love in my heart, and I will operate with gratitude. I will operate with this battle has already been victorious because I'm happy in the place of being, and the universe has me in. And I know that my life has true meaning, and this is just going to prepare me for the next chapter of my life. What was your mindset, thinking patterns toward the situation, manifestation before you change your thinking? For me, going into cancer, I already was optimistic, and I was a person that thought the glass is not half empty, half full, it's overflowing. So my mindset going into cancer was already optimistic, and I had to block out negative era thoughts, and I never accepted the fact that I had cancer. So the first step for me was my mindset was remove error, stay focused on abundance, prosperous, right? Love, being grateful, faithful, true conviction, and believing that what I think I become. So I first have to understand the thought of I am cancer free. So my spiritual body and my spiritual physical body can feel that vibration and protect my life so that I can have abundance. What was a pivotal point in your thinking that led you thinking differently? A pivotal point in my thinking while I was going through cancer was writing down what did cancer feel like to defeat it? What color did cancer look like when I defeated it? What sounds did cancer, sound like when I defeat cancer? What emotional connection do I have when a doctor walks in and says you're cancer free? I had to feel these vibrations every day, laugh sometimes, cry sometimes, visualize, close my eyes and see me defeating cancer. I had to decree it, have affirmations, and once you have a consistent regimen around that type of energy, that seed sows back into your spirit, and your vibration of your body feels it, and you're protecting your temple from all negative air thoughts. That was a pivotal part of my thinking, protecting the most important part of my body, which was my brain, that can bring all ideas and visions to life, including your health, including being cancer free. How did the manifestation experience come to you? What valuable insight did you gain? The valuable insight that I gained from practicing these patterns of thinking was it became more easier every day once I wholeheartedly committed with true faith and conviction that I am healthy, I am healed. No matter how many times a doctor comes in and gives you medicine or tells you that you're going to be sick, I am healed, I am healed. And these affirmations make me feel it. It's kind of like an actor acting a role so perfectly that you think you become that actual person in the film, but in reality, you're just building your mind, your body to become that. And I think on my journey, I just became abundance. I became love. I became grateful. I became healthy. I became a spiritual being that was aware of my power, and I used it to create physical form results. Earl Nightingale said something very powerful. He said, we become what we think. And the thoughts that go through your mind consistently is what you become. And I just felt so connected to that phrase because every day defeating cancer was about thinking it, feeling it, becoming it, and that's what was the physical form result. And so many people that go through dark moments, they focus on the negative energy of their problem, the opposition, the adversity, the failure, and they don't focus more on the knowledge you gain from it, or why is it happening to my life, or I should be grateful because now I get to grow and be uplifted and empowered through these circumstances. So you become what you think, And if your thinking is powerful, limitless, and you fully immerse yourself in the happy thoughts, the positive thoughts, the prosperous thoughts, you become that because you don't have time to focus on the negative, the error. It does not exist. It's not you. You are a king. You are a queen. Love yourself. Be grateful for where you are in your life because God has everything you need for you to receive internally to give to yourself abundantly. Work or don't eat, go get that plate.